Hey everybody, I'm Louis Amestoy with HS Game Time Live, and we're now joined by John Murphy, aka the Prep Dog, and talking about the Citrus Belt League. Now this is a league that's had a lot of success through the years, but not so much over the recent years. They've been close to championships, but not able to seal the deal. What do we look like this year?
Well, once again, I think the road to the championship will go through Redlands. It'll be interesting in future years to see how that shakes out with Citrus Valley in the mix.
Right.
Of course, they're not in the Citrus Belt League, but they do affect the draw of the two Redlands schools.
Okay, so let's talk about this breakdown here, because you really, as you said, it's all about Redlands right now. And you've basically picked Rev and Redlands to finish 1-2. Talk about how that order works.
Well, it's going to be interesting with Rev because, they've really had their quarterback situation solidified for about 9 years because they had first Nate Johns, then Ronnie Fouch, and then Tyler Shreve. All of those guys, of course, are gone now, and they're having a quarterback battle between junior Austin Deku and senior Corey Perez. And Perez is more of a versatile type thrower or passer, and Deku is the better passer of the two, I think.
So now, this team, Rev, has been so close to advancing, and then every year they kind of run into the quarters or the second round, and they're in trouble.
Yeah, and you'd like to think that would change this year, but with their quarterback situation a little muddled and not quite as much firepower coming back, a title run could be difficult.
All right, let's talk about Redlands for a minute.
Redlands is a very interesting team. Of course, they're well coached, as is Rev, and they have a lot of talent coming back, led by Jojo Hernandez, who passed for more than 1,000 yards last season. And he's got two great wide receivers in Deshaun Iverson and Caden Glass. And of course, Caden Glass was the kid who caught the 70-yard touchdown pass to stun Miller in the final minute.
Right. All right. Now you have Yucaipa picked third right now, which I guess can be kind of either or with Miller possibly.
Correct. Yeah. Well, they're another really interesting team because they have a new coach in Justin Price, who's come down from Granite Hills, and he'll be bringing his father Butch along, and he'll be one of his coordinators. And so how well the kids adapt to the new coaching situation will be an interesting thing. He's got a huge offensive line led by Tyler the Beast Keast.
Right.
And he's
6'2",
got
250.
Yeah, he's got an outstanding wide receiver, defensive back, and special teams guy in Tyler Swinford, who led the team in interceptions last season.
Well, let's talk about Miller. This is a team that went to the playoffs last year. They finished 5-6 overall. Usually, athletically, the most dangerous team in the league. What do you think about them?
They were looking to possibly be a little down this year,
right.
Because they graduated a lot of talent. But they've gotten a boost, we understand, in the transfer of two players from Tockwitz, and that would be running back linebacker Johnny Tudavaki. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. He's only a junior. And then his brother, who's a senior, fullback linebacker George Tudavaki.
So they could immediately be better with that size from both sides, on the running back, on the defensive side as well.
And they've got one of the league's best players back in defensive back, Kendall Chambliss. 70 tackles, 5 interceptions last season.
All right, now to round out the league, because the league has changed with Rialto and Carter leaving and going to the San Andreas League. But regardless of that, the two teams at the bottom who have been there for a while, for you and me, are the big head scratchers. It's Eisenhower and Fontana.
Yeah, well, when I arrived in this part of the Inland Empire 10 years ago, if you would have said Eisenhower and Fontana would be toward the bottom, I would have said you were crazy. But that's the way it's gone. And Eisenhower has not had a winning season since 2002, and it's been 21 years ago since Fohi went 14-0
Right.
and was declared, mythical state champions.
Okay, so openers for the league right now on September 3rd. Upland is at Miller, Great Oaks at Redlands, Eisenhower is at Cajon on the 10th, Rev at Clovis East on the 10th, Little Rock at Fohi on the 10th, and also on the 10th, Canyon Springs at Yucaipa. Nice kind of mixture of games, looking at Upland and Miller and Great Oak and Redlands in that first week 0 game.
Those are two really attractive games. I'll probably take in Great Oak at Redlands.
Great. All right, John Murphy, thanks a lot for the Citrus Belt League preview.
Thank you.